My God is an awesome God. He reigns
I'm just saying.
from the heavens above with wisdom, power, and love. My God is an awesome God.
What? Yeah.
Let my people go. Hey. Yeah.
Since we just got ourselves canceled.
Warning. The contents of this podcast are informational in nature, and neither Chaim, nor Kel, nor I, nor Random Realness is engaged in the provision of legal, tax, or any other advice. You should seek your own advice from professional advisors, including lawyers and accountants, regarding the legal, tax, and financial implications of any financial decision you contemplate. Additionally, the information shared on this podcast is not intended to be a substitution for diagnosis, treatment, or informed professional advice. You should not take any action or avoid taking any action without consulting with a qualified mental health professional.
Welcome to the show, Random Realness, year/season 2. Can we get a little round of applause for us? Episode 1 or episode 53, really.
Yeah.
How are y'all doing?
I'm doing good.
As you see, we're here. I'm your host, Chaim, here with my co-host.
J. White, the Fly Guy.
And my other co-host.
Kelly Kell.
How you been, y'all?
Man.
It's weird. I'm sorry to ask a question and then answer. It's weird, though, because we took no breaks and then took a long-ass break.
Yeah.
So it's weird to me, but you been good?
Yeah, I've been real good.
Yeah?
Yeah, can't complain. What about you, Kel?
I mean, I'm new to this, so it's just a lot of information. And
how has your regular life been? Not the podcast. How you been outside? You been all right?
My regular life is cool.
You enjoy the holidays?
I did. That's a whole. I had some triggers I got to experience this holiday season, which was really nice because that means I'm being loved. So yeah, it was exciting for me.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Random fact: the average podcast is only 6 episodes.
What?
That means niggas
Gave up, baby. 53, nigga.
That's
Put on respect. Nigga, give me some more. That was fire, nigga.
Yeah,
I didn't know that stat.
random.
I like that, money.
That's super fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's love it.
Yeah, that's tight.
Yeah.
Good work, y'all.
Episodes.
Yo. So, how have you been? How were the holidays for you?
Man, the holidays were good, man. And I really like, there's so many things. I'm glad to see you guys. It's been a year.
You ready? Said you damn, you're getting more facial hair shape every day.
When you leave school, you're like, see you next year.
I hated that.
And there's always that person that's like, what do you mean? We're only going for a month. You'd be like, yeah. Shit. I'm trying to just like think. There was so Christmas happened. The market, the economy is like doing well.
Yeah.
And so you know how like last year I was telling you that I do like the Christmas fund and stuff. I wanted to like read what I wrote to the family for the investing thing because it kind of sums up the market. Yeah.
Okay.
For this year.
Wait, you want to give me a little quick on what you're talking about?
Okay. So when I was growing up, my grandma would, on her birthday, she would put $5 in a savings account.
Okay.
And then when we turned 18, we could go get the savings account was there with all the money that she put in there. And so she passed away, I think in 2017, November 2017. So I started like, the Grandma Fund 2.0 where for the kids.
He does it too.
Yeah. For the kids in our family. So anybody that's under 18 and doesn't have kids. Yeah. Because if you have a kid, now your kid is you.
Yeah, you don't get a gift anymore. Your kid gets your gift.
Yeah, okay, you know what I'm saying? Because we're always looking out for the kids. And so for their birthday, we put in $20. And then for Christmas, I put in $20.
This is genius.
And so they have to be in there for 6 years minimum. And so next year will be the 6th year. But so like if you were 14, you couldn't get it until you were 20.
Okay.
Instead of being 18. Everybody else is like, say you're 2 years old, you can't touch it till you're 18.
Right.
Wow.
Right? And so fucking
super smart.
Wow.
Last year, because of
first off, give them the stock you jumped into we jumped into this stock for the investment for them.
Oh, for VTI. VTI is the stock, and we have a bunch of it in VTI. Then I started, because I kind of want to make it a little more interesting, I'd go ask the kids, like, what company do you want to
be a part of?
Wow.
And so there'd be a year where they'd be like, I love Dutch Bros. And I'd be like, well, let's buy you some Dutch Bros. And then every time you buy Dutch Bros, Dutch Bros pays you.
Dog. Hold on. We got to stop real quick, okay?
Okay.
What?
Let's give a round of applause to J-Dog, boy. Shout out to that, boy.
You talk about what building generational wealth, even just the mindset of that.
I was going to say, even if it is only $800, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's the thought process of,
it's the concept.
You don't have to just be, you don't have to buy from them. You can buy into them.
Yes, you're pouring into them in a different way.
But the reality is, though, when I'm talking to them, they're not excited that they're not getting the money in hand.
Not.
But I know that it's going to sink in over time, or
especially when they get to that money, right?
Yeah, they get to that money, or when somebody goes, "Does anybody ever talk about investing or anything?" They'd be like, "Yeah, we got this," and somebody
we've been invested in this shit since we were 4.
Yeah,
I will say, now that I'm trying to understand finances, I would have loved if someone would have planted the seed, because then you at least know where to go.
Well,
yeah,
I feel like that's why we appreciate it so much, is because we didn't have that instilled in us, right? So it's like, damn, if somebody would have gave me that game, but we didn't have anybody that was at the level he
that's
is,
fire.
So that's super dope.
So every year I'll write a message, kind of like a synopsis, and then I'll tell them what fund we're going to buy with the Christmas money.
Oh, cool.
Right? And so I have 2022. I've been saving them, so I got 2022 and 2023, but I'll just read 2023.
Yeah.
If you guys want to hear it.
Hell
so
yeah.
I'll be like, I said, "Merry Christmas, family. The Grandma Blank 2.0 fund is still alive and well. This year in the world, we have seen inflation stabilize due to high interest rates causing economic activity to slow. It appears, as of today, the Fed has pulled off a soft landing. The stock market in 2023 rebounded from the epic slide of 2022, with most analysts giving credit to the soft landing, the debut of ChatGPT, which is generative AI, aka large language models, and the resiliency of the U.S. Consumer, i.e., you, me, and everything in between. The total U.S. stock market as of the close of market on Friday, December 22nd, was up 23.77% year to date. The likes of Apple and Microsoft were both up year to date 49% and 56.19% respectively. As Microsoft is the largest independent shareholder of ChatGPT, and longing to give our family exposure to the AI gold rush, I'm confidently and with great pleasure announcing the Christmas gifts from Grandma Linda 2.0 fund were completely invested in Microsoft stock. Ticker symbol MSFT. AI is not the only thing Microsoft does. Think business, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Access Database. Think collaboration, Teams, LinkedIn. Think gaming, Xbox. Think operating systems, Windows. And think cloud computing, Azure. All that was a fancy way of saying Microsoft is diverse. Finally, as the inflationary environment has cooled, there will be no changes in Christmas and birthday gift amount in 2024. It will remain at $25.
This nigga sent a corporate fund message. Nigga, I hate him. He said, "You're not my family, motherfuckers. You're investors." You dig it?
That's what I've been trying to give him, but
that's dope though.
Wait a minute, I had to write that down. What the hell?
That's so smart.
That's incredible. So you're a big provider for your family in ways that I didn't even know were possible. So that's tight.
Thank you. I appreciate
it.
Yeah, because I be getting on your head. So this is tight.
Square.
I did not say that ever.
I know. That's why I stopped. You see what I'm working on me. It's 2024. I'm trying. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
But so, what's your goals for 2024?
For 2024.
You got any financial goals or financial
financial
going
goals
into 2024?
Is pretty much the same. Like, manage my expenses, keep investing heavily, make sure there's a difference between the amount of money I bring in and the amount of money that I'm investing. Then I feel like health has to be on the forefront this year, because like I realized that like health is so temporary. It's so like you know what I mean? Because you can be healthy one year, completely unhealthy the next year. It's not something that's just a given,
right?
You know, so putting that back on the forefront. But
yeah. What about you? You got some goals for 2024?
Yeah, try to find a way to be more disciplined.
Okay.
I think my whole life, my existence has always been like discipline. I had to be disciplined. And then once I got a little bit of freedom, graduated college and stuff, I'm like, what? Heck yeah, I'm free. I don't need discipline no more. But I realized my biggest forms of freedom, and I feel most free when I am disciplined. So I got to tap back into that.
There you go.
And definitely going to be taking hella tips from you, because I am sure of it, and I know it. I'm going to be just as rich financially as I am in every other regard. So I got to take care of the finances and the health
steps
part
to get there.
Yeah, I got to do the work to prepare.
Oh yeah.
What about you?
A lot. I got a lot of motherfucking goals.
Yeah.
Honestly, so last year we talked about New Year's resolutions and how they're bullshit in one of the episodes. And I always say, every year I always make 2 resolutions. One of them's always getting in shape, and that's always the one I don't do. So that's the only one I'm making this year.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But want to drop a lot more music. I have like 5 songs that I need to record and make artwork for. So
heck yeah. That's tight. My
but,
bad.
No, you're good.
No,
you're good. But yeah, so I just shit like that, which I dropped a new song. I don't know if I actually did show you guys.
Yeah, you called me. It was fire. I can't wait for it to drop. But I was thinking about the New Year's resolution, and I was thinking to myself how fucked up it was, because it was like, if I made the resolution on New Year's Eve to get in shape, right? And then the next morning is New Year's Day.
And you didn't work out?
I didn't work out. College football's on. I'm eating whatever so it's almost like a mind fuck, because you literally set the goal, then say, oh, not tomorrow. It's not today. It's going to be the 2nd of January.
Well,
and it's already
I can't start on day one.
Yeah, and that's kind of just wild.
Yeah.
Like,
but honestly, like one of the things, nobody likes to just run. Like, obviously you run, right, to get in shape. If you didn't have to run, you wouldn't.
Correct.
So, but everybody likes to play sports and shit like that. So that's how I used to be in shape, because I would just play basketball every day, 4 hours a day. You know what I'm saying? It's like, clearly I don't have time. I have an adult job and shit like that. But I want to find time to at least get a couple runs in every week. You know, just be active in that sense, at least, because once you get a taste for it, we all know, like, once you get a good couple runs and you're like, fuck, I can't wait to go bust their ass.
That's a fact.
So
that's a fact.
I freaking miss when we would just go run routes.
Oh yeah.
Even though we're not playing flag football anymore, it's like that
was just
that's a good burn, because that's like, essentially sprinting or like getting out there. So I feel like, if I hit you on that line and say, let's go run routes,
right. You better be there. I got you.
Oh, and my son, he's starting, like,
I'm clamping him up.
He's starting to get older.
I'm clamping him. My press game is vicious.
Yeah. Oh my god.
What you talking about?
I'm about to dad it up for a second.
Please tell us his age while you talking about pressing him.
I don't know, like 6, 5.
He's 7. But like it's
okay. So you telling me you just let kids beat you off the line?
No, I'm saying I'm 7 yards back, heavy middle.
Oh,
I'm getting an interception. I don't want to press him.
So when he one times you, and then what?
You can't. I'm in the middle. I'll be okay.
Okay, all right.
7.
You know who his daddy is? She's downplaying you, my G. Talk to her.
No, but this is the thing. This is the thing. So he's getting, like, before I couldn't be like, hey, let's go play catch, where you could maybe throw me the ball ever. So it's like just a one-way transaction. Right. It's like I'm throwing it to him.
He said now that he's not boring. Like, what?
Well, now that there's more. So I'm saying
now that 3 years actually from now, throw the ball.
3 years from now, I won't need a friend because I'll just have it with my son to go play. He can throw to me. I can throw to him. He can catch.
So he's using you until.
How do I say?
You can take your destiny into your own hands. sometimes when you depend on people, you know what I'm saying, it don't work out. And then you're over there pissed off talking about, well, shit, I was supposed to work out today, but motherfucking Trey didn't answer his phone, so then I didn't work out. And your wife's probably looking at you like, nigga, you need somebody to take you to work out.
Are you a grown-ass man or not?
Yeah. Is Trey gonna come over here and eat this motherfucking food? Nigga, no. So.
Is he gonna come over and eat this pussy? Yeah. Oh, my fault. That escalated.
Well,
I mean, just saying, like, shit, you want Trey to do everything else for you, right?
Yeah.
That's what we were talking about. Fuck. So. Make me feel weird. So, quick shift. Quick little Euro step. Your hat.
Yeah. I had to wear this.
Sorry for the loss, dog.
Man.
Shout out to Penix. Hopefully he comes to Vegas. You know what I'm saying? Who you got in the championship?
Shout out to Colin Lano with Lano Insurance. He's been a proud sponsor of the Random Realness podcast for over a year now.
Call Colin. If you need car insurance, auto insurance, home insurance, or motorcycle insurance.
Call Colin. If you live in Idaho, Oregon, Utah, Montana, and need coverage, call Colin at 208-639-0412.
NCAA.
Well,
National Natty.
I haven't been following as much as I normally do.
It's all right. Bama's not in it, so that's all you need to know.
Definitely going UW. It's
you're
biased.
Seattle gang,
yeah.
Okay.
But I just feel like their offense is not really one to play with.
100% not, and it's in space.
Yeah, and ultimately it feels like in order for Michigan to be even like a little bit successful, they're gonna have to bring somebody else up, and then they're gonna get cooked. So. I don't know, but
I think like that's where I think the game is going to be at too.
Yeah,
is like okay with Bama, they won the line of scrimmage and they could make the they applied the pressure. Mm-hmm. Penix, if they're blitzing Penix like that, it's 100% rhythm for them. It's just hype, boom. He knows where to go with the ball.
Right.
Milrose didn't really 100% know where to go with the ball all the time. Not knocking him down or anything, but they weren't designed to be like
IQ,
that.
He's not as high as a Penix.
Yeah, right. If Penix has to throw the ball 63 times a game, he's been ready for that.
But what about quick question? Just playing devil's advocate.
Yep.
What about Washington's defense?
Oh, go ahead.
Michigan's got.
Or who do you got? I'm saying Purple Rain.
I was dapping her up for Washington, but
Purple Rain.
Wolverine gang.
Are you serious?
Because, shout out to Charles Woodson, Raider, you know what I'm saying? Okay. As a kid, nigga won the Heisman when I was a little kid playing both ways. I was influenced, nigga. And so I got to go Michigan.
Fair. My dad's born and raised there.
But I'm not mad because UW's right here, you know what I'm saying? So if they win, either way, I'm not mad, but I'm just rooting for Michigan based off of sentimental value.
Okay, so are we rooting, or are we saying who we think's going to win?
I'm thinking Michigan will win based off their defensive backs and everything. I know Washington's wide receiving core is nasty, Penix is nasty, but their defense just did that to Bama. You know what I'm saying? Not saying anything. I get Milrose not the same quarterback, but that doesn't take away the athletes that they have on the outside and that running back. And you know what I'm saying? So clearly Michigan has the athletes to compete at that level. And I'm taking Jim Harbaugh over the nigga I don't know his name. So
over the coach. Yeah, that coach.
I'm taking, and that's what it kind of breaks down to. I'm taking somebody who's been there on multiple levels. The nigga's been to a Super Bowl.
I think Washington and believe I'm rooting for Washington, but I think that matchup wise, they're gonna win. Yeah. And their defense, I think their defense will just do enough.
And that's what I think is the difference. I think Michigan's defense is good enough to keep them in the game. I don't know about Washington's defense. Like JJ McCarthy, that nigga is nice. The quarterback for Michigan.
So that's so wild because I think he's not. He's not nice. And he's like a game manager at his best.
But they say that about Dak.
Corum is going to have to. In my head, he's got to have 225 yards.
Okay, that's crazy. 220.
Like, they need every time they get the ball to just run it down Washington's throat, because if they have to rely on that dude to pass, I believe Washington's
let me retract what I said. He's not fire. I think he's an athlete and he can make plays. McCarthy. He's quarterback wise. He's not like a Peyton Manning. He's not. You know what I'm saying? He's not like, oh my God, Patrick Mahomes.
He can make bad plays though.
But everybody can.
But people make it at a higher level, and he's one of everybody can make mistakes.
But you can't say that, and the niggas in the same game. How does he make more mistakes?
I don't feel like nobody has. No one's believed in UW all year long. Like literally, not a single game.
That's one thing they have going for him.
And everybody's counted them out with the exact same things, and everyone knows how to beat them, yet they don't.
But Harbaugh was suspended for games, and Michigan feels the same exact way. So
okay, let me. I go understand
why. Go crazy.
Oh no! So like you know how they were like essentially doing the sign stealing,
right? That's what I was talking about.
In my head, I'm like sitting there going. He probably stole all the ones in the Big Ten, and then he went and stole Bama and Georgia's playbooks. Like like got their signs like way before, right? Because he's like a high probability we're gonna see them.
Caught, right?
Oh my god!
Get caught before we see them.
Why do you guys call it sign stealing? You think it's a problem?
So do you know what happened?
We're talking about somebody being able to read the signs from the sideline.
Michigan, yes, they're saying that the coach stole the signs from the sideline, basically.
But stole the signs or did the homework to find out what the signs are?
Well, they bought tickets for people
other games, not for
games, for some random dude to record the other team's sidelines,
and that's a problem. And you guys that's cheating or something?
Yeah, in the NFL or in college football, it's considered cheating.
Oh, for real?
Yeah,
that's pretty well
for it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
When you break it down like doing homework, it doesn't seem that bad, but
yeah, when someone's sitting down on the sideline of a game, and anyone who's ever broke down film to be able to steal signs. Granted, I think it should be a problem if it's somebody else, but it's just it's a team process. Right. In basketball, you do it. You sit on the sideline and you wait to be able to read what a coach is saying, and then you say it out loud. In every other sport you do. Why is it?
Well, because you can do it. You could probably do it in game, maybe, but to actually have
take the time to send a employee to all these random games, and I get it. It's like you send people to recruit players, and
to camps to learn how to read a defense. What's the difference between reading a defense and reading a sign?
Because if they're flipping up their signs and you're watching it every time, and then you link it with the game film, and you're like every time they put up this Texas T, then it's this. That's cheating. That's cheating. I was about to say how I do it. It's not a how.
I'm asking you why
because it's in the rule book is cheating.
No, I get what you're saying. I understand. I respect the rule
be considered
because
cheating?
It's a rule. Yes. But I'm asking why do you believe that this rule is cheating? Because if it were that simple, then everyone would do it. You can't just go and.
That's what they're saying. You can't. That's why they suspended him because nobody's allowed to do it. But okay, if I come out in a formation, right?
Yeah.
And that formation has 4 variants.
Yeah.
That's 25% the defense is going to miss it. I don't care if they know the 5 plays that we run out of there. I just don't need them to know that we're running the 1 play out of this.
And to me, that's crazy. I just don't. I feel like I don't know.
Because if the defense knows where the ball's going...
The defense can know where the ball is going. If you're a better competitor, you should be able to get it because you have different options.
But if you literally... Well, there's a defense for every offensive play.
Right.
But you only wouldn't perfectly match up with it if you knew the play was coming.
Oh, so it's for non-athletic people that don't know how to adjust on the fly.
No, because if I call a defense, I need you to be where I'm telling you to be. Right? So if I call cover 2 and then...
so you call your cover 2, I originally had trips left. Now I do an audible and go trips right. You're saying that that's not an option?
Well, they're calling in the play off the sidelines. So if that defensive linebacker is looking and going, oh, they're about to run a QB draw. I tell my defense, QB draw. I don't say that, but I say QB draw.
Yeah, and then I do a hand signal on the sideline that makes it now where I can do.
But that's you're asking your quarterback to change the play every time that the coach is putting it in, and that's not how football works.
That's what I'm asking you. It's not how football works. It's just not allowed in college. And it's really hard to not believe that it's not just to try to make things equal that don't deserve to be equal. It's so that the quarterbacks don't get to think for themselves, in my opinion. Do you not agree?
I believe that you need to scheme and you can't just call plays in the moment.
I agree that you need to scheme.
Because I have to tell the 10 people on the field, hey, we're running this. I can, from the audible, you can tweak a little bit, but you can't literally redesign all 37.
So how does it work at the highest form of the NFL?
Same thing. They call down the play.
No, it's not against the rules to not be able to figure out signs.
They don't, I don't think they have signs because I think they put,
they figure out other ways. That's what I'm saying. It just doesn't make sense.
So you're saying next year, essentially, college needs to have communications in the headsets, and that's the only way they call in, and that's just not how they're doing it right now. It just feels like
they're punishing the better teams and more athleticism. Because if you're a player that can think on the fly and you know how to be resourceful, you know how to read defenses, all that, then you're the only ones that are being punished by not being able to read the signs.
No, because if your receiver's out there and he just running whatever, right? He's like, oh, they're in cover 2, so I'm about to do this. The quarterback's never going to be able to throw it to anybody because they won't be where they need to be. In football, you need to be where you need to be.
Yeah, but that's not what I'm saying.
What are you saying? Because are you picking it up?
I just don't.
I'm in the middle for both of you because I understand what you're saying. Like,
and I'm just asking why.
At what point is it like too far of? How many audibles do I have to make before you niggas just know all of our signs, right? Is like kind of...
I'm more trying to get what...
That's kind of like what you're saying is like how far are you going to take it? Like how many audibles can you get? And I get what
and I guess I'm saying I didn't feel like you would really have to do... I don't know. I just didn't get it, but it doesn't...
If somebody says, my play is to run right, and the whole defense knows I'm about to run right...
And I'm saying you need to prevent them from everyone knowing you need to run right.
I think this is...
But how can you prevent it unless you have it in the headset where nobody can hear it except for the quarterback when he's reaching in? And that's not how they work in college. They go 4-6, pull up a sign.
Still third.
And then that links up to a wristband or something, and then it goes in.
Right. Okay.
So if you can...
I get what you're saying.
And that's the thing is you have to look at it as say they send a wide receiver in with the play, right? Say because not everybody uses not everybody uses the signs too, but so they send a wide receiver in.
Yes.
And
my bad, I forgot.
No, you're good. So they send a wide receiver in. He says stretch to the left, right?
Yeah.
So they go out, set up, don't like the defense. They obviously can't call an audible through the headset. They use a sign to call an audible. Defense knows, that sign means this.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Now they can't, like, how do you adjust from that, I guess is the question. How do you adjust from, you already adjusted and then they adjusted to your adjustment. So how do you readjust? You can't just sit there and adjust for 24 seconds. You know what I'm saying?
So they're just punishing the people that would do the homework to figure that out.
That's not doing the homework. It's not doing the homework. If you're not allowed to do it and you're doing it, you're going above and beyond.
That's why she's asking if you think it should be.
Rule. Right. I'm asking, do you think that
do you agree with the rule? And he
said yes. I agree with the rule.
Okay.
He said yes.
I agree with the rule.
Yeah, I asked him earlier, but it was getting hot.
And you only need to cut God mode on like 3 or 4 plays in a game to where it's way lopsided.
But how she was putting it sounds like she's going Michigan Wolverines all the way. You know what I'm saying?
No.
You know what I'm saying? Gang.
No, that's not how I'm putting it. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying UW is going to get the dub.
UW's getting the dub.
Oh, yeah. Quick rewind. So another thing we talked about last year, one of the episodes. I don't know if you watched that episode, or if you've heard Papoose and Remi-Ma, the whole battle rap thing. She's fucking with a battle rap nigga allegedly. Audio came out.
Who?
Easy the Block Captain, the battle rapper, running his gums, saying he was piping. He should have been on a swivel in New York because he knew that was Pap City, knew he was popping his wife. How does that make y'all feel? It's like a hip hop.
You're married, so I want to hear from you
hip
first.
Hip hop rap couple.
And that's the thing. I got a follow up question. Have we heard anything from Papoose?
Nope. He just dropped a new single coming. Got Weed about to drop.
The battle rapper has an album coming out.
No. Papoose
has
got songs coming out and got a Weed line about to drop. Weed strand.
Oh, so he said I'm gonna double down and focus that.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Fuck that bitch.
Is the
held her
video
down for 7 years?
Oh man.
Should have let her rock.
Was it just audio, like a phone call, or was it?
Yeah,
video
somebody
audio?
recorded it. You could tell somebody recorded it, and they haven't said who recorded it, but Easy's in his feelings because he probably knows who he said that to, or maybe he doesn't because he was running this shit to everybody.
Easy's in his feelings.
Easy, the block captain of the battle rapper.
He's in his feelings that it got out.
Yeah.
Why is he mad?
Because he didn't want anybody to know. Because the nigga got knocked out.
Yeah.
And that was the whole thing. No, I didn't. Well, why haven't you showed your face?
Got you.
You were going live all the time. Why haven't you gone live? Blah, blah, blah. As soon as this rumor happened, you haven't been on live for a month. And then you go live saying this still hasn't happened.
All right.
And then you saw the clip where he's like, if nothing happened to the nigga that knocked me out, it's probably because I still got the girl.
Yeah.
And then, so everybody was like, damn. And Remi-Papoose standing on stage when he said it, niggas were like, damn. And then he got exposed in the third round. And then this came out after that battle.
So if I was married to Remi-Papoose and this came out, obviously I'm getting a divorce.
Yeah, 100%.
100%.
Oh! Wait a minute! You're getting a divorce?
100%.
You fucked a battle rapper.
The ink wouldn't
And
even be
not
able
even
to
a battle
dry from my
rapper.
piece of paper before it's in front of your face.
cheating for y'all is like, boom,
Done.
I'm out.
Gone.
Both of you.
Gone.
Okay.
So what? So you're saying no?
I mean, I'm saying yeah. I can't. There's not one thing that just would have me run for the hills. I don't think, because I don't want nobody to run for the hills when I make one mistake.
All right, so say you're in a relationship, everything's going good, right? Blah blah blah. Been in a relationship for 3 months. You don't have you guys.
3 months.
I mean 3 years. Excuse me.
Okay, I was gonna say 3 months is nothing.
Pardon me. I meant 3 years. She said 3 months.
You have no
3
opinion.
months.
3 months.
She
You have
said,
no
"Nigga,
say.
we don't even live together yet."
You can't
Okay,
even.
but
Yeah.
you're in that relationship.
Okay.
Everything's going good, right? You know how they say the honeymoon stage? It's that the whole 3 years. You come home from work one day, you're getting... That's one thing that's... You know what I'm saying?
Wait, you come home from work one day and what?
And your
in your
girl's
house?
cheating on you.
Yeah.
No, it's not. That's different.
Your partner's cheating on you.
No, your partner is disrespecting your home. To me, that's different.
Okay, so if they go...
They disrespect your home and get disrespected in the bed.
No, I don't think...
Probably
Are you
disrespecting
talking
yourself.
Yeah, how are you talking?
But okay, say you get home, you get off work early, and she shows up from a hotel, and you're like, "Where were you?" And you clearly catch her. Then what?
It just, I don't.
It's just you caught her cheating. She didn't disrespect your home. She just disrespected you.
I would just like to believe that we would have talked about it beforehand. We already knew.
Yeah, but that's not the case. Obviously, you just came home.
You don't get to make up the scenario,
but
you
right there.
You don't get to make up the scenario. You just said one thing doesn't happen.
And I'm completely happy in this relationship.
Yeah,
that's
I'm honestly probably tell her that I think this means we should probably just open the doors. And as long as my joy can stay this way, then it's cool. But I can't catch nobody cheating because I'm not going to be one of those people that's out there ever looking for it, because I think that's extremely weird.
Yeah, I think that's weird
That's
too.
why I try to make it fall in your lap, because I'm not trying to be like, oh, because
if you
I went through her phone.
I can honestly say I'd be pissed off. I'd feel some type of way.
Yeah,
but ultimately, I would just say that this is working so well. If it's really as fire as it is.
Now imagine you've been together for almost 20 years. And you held them down for 7 years while they were in prison.
I didn't do that for them.
Okay.
So it's not. I'm saying that's something that I can honestly say. I'm not in that situation, so I'm not sure. But I have rode with somebody for an extended amount of time, and then they betrayed me. And the way that I saw it is, I'd rather pay that price to figure it out now than to keep going and then living a lie. So,
and how long was that? Like relationship or friendship or
the situation? Yeah, the situation was happening for a couple months, but me and the person,
my nigga.
But it wasn't
a couple months.
Yeah, no. Listen, me. What I'm saying,
3 months.
No, that you're saying they were dating. I'm saying me and the individual had been rocking for years, right. But the situation that only happened.
But 20 years. Have they been you and that individual?
No,
okay.
I feel like you're using it from your perspective right now. Let's get it the flat answer.
That's
you're
what I'm
married.
saying.
You've been together for 20 years.
Yes.
There hasn't been any stepping out in this 20 years.
I am not leaving them for making a mistake and doing that one time.
Making a mistake.
I don't know. I don't know. I might want to do it back. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know.
But yeah, so if you're gonna get it back, then like
I wouldn't. But I wouldn't find out. They're not, and that's probably why. This the problem.
That's what we're saying. Is
I don't need to know.
Okay,
he didn't.
But
Papoose wasn't going about his business.
He was at work, my nigga. He's at his business with his wife, and come to find out, hearing this nigga talk about, I fucked Remy Ma, or it got around, and then this nigga put hands on him.
So she's okay. So boom, he already got his ass whooped. So now
I forgive you because I beat him up.
I mean, 20 years.
Exactly. You just disrespected that. Years? No, you threw it away.
No, they disrespected it.
No, exactly. So you threw it away.
So you gonna act? For me, I'll just say I don't think that sex is a bigger mistake than different levels that we find in our relationships, but because we're private or it's private, we let it go. I think bigger things happen before that. If somebody does that, then there was something that happened way before that you let go.
Yeah, but
so that you should let it go.
If he's not letting it go, then maybe something didn't happen. You know.
So what lines do you have?
The thing is, we don't know.
Yeah,
we don't
exactly.
We don't know if while she was locked down, he was just out here running wild, popping.
We have no idea.
Right. We didn't know. We don't know if it's, and that's exactly what I was talking about last time you were over here with the whole Will and Jada thing. When niggas don't know the situation of your relationship, which obviously it's nobody's business, but when you're in the public, nobody knows.
Yeah, when you enter us in the group chat.
I will slap the taste.
That was crazy. I really hope you zoom in on your ass.
And I hope the camera.
I was just like,
I hope the camera gets the piece of glitter you got right here because your wife didn't know that we went to strip club.
It's a gentleman's club on this.
I'm just checking.
Well, you guys were going in. I was just like, damn, man, we got our asses whooped. But still, fucking, I'm riding.
But yeah, so anyway, I got Michigan. You got UW. You got UW.
Yes.
And if you're married and your wife cheats on you, you're gonna work it out. You're getting a divorce. I'm getting a divorce.
100%.
Not even.
Well, first off, no. I want to believe. I feel so strongly. Like,
why are you back and forth?
This is why. I feel like yes, you could say that I'm a contradiction.
No, I feel like you're so well thought out and so. Oh, okay, this is so direct, and then until somebody tells you something, you're like, oh, okay, now I understand it from that way. But you're just like, I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
Because this is why. Because you don't just, if it's just a regular nigga on the street, average Joe Mo, cool, whatever. You can avoid that space, but it's a battle rapper.
It's one of your employees. Her league, he's headlining one of the battle events. It's your league. It's an employee.
If it's an employee, it depends on how much money he brings to the table.
Okay.
Because then I have to leave them. If they bring enough to the table where I can't cut that off or compromise my business, then I would have to leave the girl.
Oh, because you would kick the nigga out.
No, that's what I'm saying. Well, I don't know.
Okay, if he didn't bring you,
I'm telling you,
I don't think any of them matter because I feel like your problem is with your significant other.
I feel, and I feel like you're
not. It doesn't have nothing to do with the employee or anything.
Agreed.
The business needs
I feel
to keep
like
running.
You're not focusing on you enough in the scenario. Like,
if I'm going just based off me, I am telling you there's so many other things. This is what I'm saying. For me, there is not just one answer. There's so many other things that come into play on this.
What comedian was it that was talking like, man, you get yourself a good nigga, he does this, he works, he jobs, and then you wanna leave him for a funky ass 2% because he cheats. 100%. It's like the whole crowd was like busting up like, nigga, that's a big 2%. But you keep saying one mistake.
But for real,
one mistake.
This is just how I feel.
Okay, but that's the thing is, I think the reason we're like, fuck yeah, it'd be over is because, well, if I did one mistake and she forgave me, or you know what I'm saying? I did one mistake and he forgave me. It's like, how many times are you going to forgive? Oh, it was just another mistake.
Oh, it's one.
Just the one time?
The answer is one. Yeah.
But what if there's already been a mistake in the past? Then you're
like the same mistake?
No, but just a different mistake that was the same.
I would like to believe the same mistake won't happen again because there would be boundaries created, right?
Right.
That would change it.
But that's what I'm saying. The boundaries are, oh yeah, and then the comfortability is, oh, well, she thinks there's boundaries. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, do you just 100% keep the trust with that person if that mistake occurs, even if it's the one time? Oh, you're
asking me, do I still trust them?
Yeah. Do you continue?
Well, that's different.
Well, we already got your other answer, but I'm just saying.
How can you be married without trust? I feel like marriage is trust.
I mean, you're the only married man in the room,
so that's what I'm telling you.
And I agree with that.
I'm telling if the trust is broken, then
I guess if I'm dealing with somebody and one of us step out, that doesn't necessarily mean all trust is gone. It depends on so much more. Granted, if it's a battle rapper who you're working with, that is a game changer. Because that means you're pretty much doing it in my house.
And publicly.
Publicly it's not fair because they're all public. So I can't use that for a pro or a con.
I guess that's fair.
That part's not fair.
Yeah.
They had a song that they remade this summer. If you're playing me, keep it on the low, cause my heart can't take it anymore.
That white ass
You know, the weekend, and the crazy part is the Weeknd and 21 Savage were doing that, and I was like, "Come on, dog."
That nigga grew up drinking tap water.
Not even get me started on tap water.
Okay, first of all, go ahead.
How long does a Baptist church service last on Sunday? 2 hours, 4 hours, all day, and D, when the pastor say so.
Easy, when the pastor say so.
Okay, it's that or 2 hours. Because whatever it is, it's like, as short as possible.
He should pull another card. He said that or 2 hours.
It's all day.
It's all day.
Okay, check this out. Let me redo it.
Too late.
Okay. How long does a Baptist church service last on Sunday? 1 hour, 2 hours, 4 hours, all day.
All day.
So you telling us you ain't went to church growing up?
I went to church, but all the churches were like an hour. It wasn't like the.
You have to understand, this is
Church of Latter-day Saints.
This is a black church.
That's what I'm saying. Well, I'm saying get rid of the pastor, and you just got to go off time.
That's not you. So you gonna reinvent a whole game?
Oh my gosh!
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have the card. We're gonna read the card.
If you went to a Caucasian church on a Sunday, this nigga.
Caucasian church lasts longer than African American church.
What?
No,
is that a joke?
Oh my god!
That was my experience.
Oh my god!
Why do I gotta get another one?
Because
there wasn't even a black church in Idaho growing up.
I know that.
So
that may be different.
I'll let you get a pass, but I know that.
I won't lie. I done been to a lot of white churches here, Utah, Kansas City. I don't. What?
And you're saying all of them are shorter than your black church experience?
I'm saying every single one has been shorter than my black church experience.
Damn,
nigga. There's a comedian named Gary Owen who was married to a black lady. Well, he's divorced.
Oh yeah.
But he had a joke saying, "Nigga, Baptist church." He's like, "I was at a black church." Jesus. That's all it takes all day. He said, you go to a white church, you're at IHOP by 10:30 eating all you can eat pancakes.
Damn.
He said you go to a black church. He said it turns into a talent show. He's like, the First Baptist Steppers? What? She's singing Beyonce?
Okay, but is that church on a Sunday or is that church on a Thursday? Because they go to church all week, but not on Sunday.
Oh Lord.
Hey, but the chat, correct me in the chat. Please feel free to, let me know.
Yeah,
weigh in on that.
Please let this man know.
I would say that you can definitely tell he drank tap water growing up, but so did I. So, tap water babies.
Yeah, tap water.
No, not growing up. Growing up, I was drinking any water possible. I'm talking about now that you guys are able to have taste buds.
Yeah, I mean,
you're still drinking tap water.
I don't turn it down if that's all there's to drink.
Oh, I'm just.
Look, she just threw up in her mouth.
I'm fighting through.
She just threw up in her mouth a little.
You think the bottled water is actually somewhere other than just like city water in a bottle?
That's purified water and filtered water. Yes, those are city water in a bottle. But I drink only spring water.
Only spring water?
Only spring water.
Spring water from where? LA County? I'm just joking. How do you know what you got in your thing?
Because I could read. I read that it says spring water.
And she believes the labels, what she's saying.
No,
McDonald's hamburgers are 100%
I believe
beef.
labels too, my nigga.
It's not about believing labels. Granted, yeah, I believe some of the labels too, but I go off my taste buds. I just so happen to like spring water. I don't like filtered water. I don't like purified water. And then I worked at the trash company, man. When I worked at the trash company, one of the stops we did was the water place.
Yeah.
And if you smelt their trash cans that we had to dump because they filtered out the water, it's absolutely ass to see. The toilet water is the same water you're drinking if you're drinking purified water. That's why there's chemicals to change it and cleanse it. It's disgusting.
To bring it back.
Yeah. So when you take that big sip right there, you might as well have pissed in it.
The spring water is that person that you're getting the spring from the tap. Spring from the tap. All they're doing is just pouring it into a thing, putting some little flavor crystals in it to make it taste like spring water.
No, you don't put flavor crystals. If it's spring water, you're just taking the spring water and probably filtering it out. That's like in other countries how we have like if you go to buy water from a water bottle machine, it has a plastic bottle with water in it. In other countries, it's just glass bottles. You buy the glass bottles, you go to the corner and you pump the water out because it's just spring water.
Straight from the spring,
It's good water with a filter. That's what we're supposed to be drinking. Tap water's crazy.
So okay.
Purified water's crazy.
I will say,
I grew up on tap water, nigga. I'd never turn my back.
I grew up on tap water, but
we're
privileged though being in Idaho. And being in Idaho,
absolutely
privileged.
Are you talking about the water?
Yes.
The water here is absolutely trash, bro. The water's so hard. The amount of hard water ions that we have in the water here, we are not privileged. It's terrible.
If she doesn't go fuck down somewhere.
Bill Nye, the science guy in this bitch. Okay. I'm just going to go off dumb.
When you talk numbers, you're Bill Nye too.
I feel you. So I was doing like the tap water circuit where I was like, I drink tap water everywhere I go.
Ew.
Nigga. I went to fucking Chicago and I tried to drink the tap water.
Nigga, just dead bodies in that water.
Oh my gosh. I got to my hotel and I like finished the bottle of water that they gave me. Then I filled it up and then I put the things in the cooler. And then I came back, pulled it out. Brown. And it was cold and I was drinking it and it was like good. And then as soon as it got to like anywhere not that was freezing, it was tasting like the most benign shit I've ever tasted. And I'm seriously, I had to back up off of it. I had to sit my cup down. The Chicago fountain had me toe up, man.
So, have you had Seattle tap water?
Yes.
How's it?
It's better than Chicago, but the big cities I don't play. And then when I was in fucking
the big cities,
I was in Abilene, Texas, and I was at this little Mexican restaurant, and I was like, "Oh shit, I do tap. Just give me some tap," because they were gonna try to charge me for a bottle of water. I'm like my mom and like her little friend, and I was adamant about it, and the lady, she's like, "No, you can't do that here," and I was like, "Whatever." Came back, and I was like, huh? Like, because I'm sitting there giving her the runaround, and she's just like, she's like, shut up. But anyway, so I'm thinking I'm drinking tap. She doubles back and she goes, I just gave you bottled water because I couldn't see you doing that to yourself. And I was like, oh damn.
Where?
In Abilene. Or no, San Angelo. I was in San Angelo. My bad. She was like, I couldn't let you do that. Like, I know you're out of town and you were trying to whatever. She was like, you're drinking bottled water. And so that let me know how serious it was there.
So when she said it, you believed her. When I said it, I'm crazy.
Well, because I know tap is fun. Like,
some bitch he never even met before.
Right. You know it's cool. I get it.
It's fucked up. He said he went to Flint one time to get a cup, but
yeah, I mean, water be setting on fire. People can turn their water on and set a fire to it. And
where,
you out here
Flint
just...
Or where?
I think it actually was Michigan.
Yeah, Flint, Michigan.
Yeah.
That shit was rough. They still ain't fixed it.
I'm about to look. Yeah,
they still ain't fixed it.
We're privileged in Idaho. We have good water. And we have a lot of well water too that is how you like it. The well water is the same as spring.
It's not. A well water is not the same as spring water.
What is it? Enlighten me then.
A spring water is like from like like the mountains and stuff, like a natural spring water.
And well water is
it's
what?
Like dug, it's well. I thought that it was like the opposite side. I thought it was in the ground and like dug up and drained.
Well, there's aquifers that like the river, like when the river just kind of disappears, it don't really disappear. It like goes underground, and there's like water aquifers under the ground, and so you can well the water up from those aquifers that are down there.
I just know everybody else to drink well water, they boil it first. So I don't want it. If I got to boil the water first, I'd rather not have it.
I got family up north, and they drink it. They don't have to boil. They don't have to boil it or anything because it's so good. They get mad at drinking tap water down here because they're like, I can't deal with it.
So you want to know what the difference is?
Yeah, do you know it?
We got good stock.
Oh my god!
Right?
We got
that good stock
of water.
That was a crazy segue to the half breeds got good stock. Yeah.
The other day we were having a conversation, just so you guys know.
Yeah.
And I don't remember how it happened or why, but somebody here just wanted to reference half-breed. They called himself a half-breed and doesn't understand the racial.
He didn't even flinch. I'm going to not lie.
Yeah. And he doesn't get it. And I don't know how to help him understand that you're not supposed to call yourself a half-breed because as a human being, you're not a damn breed.
Right.
You're not an animal.
A mixed human. Is that I think we kind of got to like something that's like appropriate is like mixed human, mixed
you ain't
race.
Never gonna say mixed human. That don't even make sense for the way you talk.
I know, but
mixed
there's
human.
so much slang out there. Like I say, oh, this is my dog. I don't be like, damn.
You ain't never been like this is my half breed either.
But I could, I could be like we're half breeds, and you'd be like, yeah.
But I knew that's the white side of you.
Yeah, no.
So if I go, me and James are half breeds, you would be like, whoa, buddy,
I wouldn't be like,
don't put it on there.
But I would, just like I did. Just no, you're not. You're not no breed of nothing, dog. And then your follow up was, well, just got some good stock.
No, he said, I've always been told I've had good stock. My grandparents always told me I had good stock.
Yeah, right.
That came from good stock.
Hanging on the block.
And it has nothing
and I don't mean the block like the corner, the block like the slave block, man.
Oh my gosh. I don't like when we got into this conversation.
So, real quick, I understand both their points, and I get how he takes it like not offensively, but I also understand where Kale's coming from, like because obviously we're not breeds and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But when I put it into the example of if you were out and somebody said that to your little daughter who is a half breed, hell yeah, sister.
Oh my gosh.
How would you feel? And nigga, even your wife looked at you like, nigga, you better answer right.
She said, yeah, because that's how she felt like that I needed to add the answer.
But that's what I'm saying is like, when I asked you, you weren't like, no, I wouldn't care. But because I was like, oh, if there was a 55-year-old dude, oh, look at that little half-breed baby. You were like,
look at how cute that half-breed baby is. Or I mean, that's what I'm saying. And I think my response was like, okay, it would have to be tone. I'd have to be picking up tone.
Right.
Because there probably is a negative way of saying it.
I feel like
you're not putting air quotes. Don't put negative way. You what?
I'm putting negative because like literally this conversation just jumped out of nowhere on me, right?
Right.
And you saw how shocked that I was that it was supposed to be an offensive word. So that means I've been running.
Not saying. I don't want you to believe. I'm not trying to I don't want to build your vocabulary for anything to be more offensive. I think there's enough things out here to be offensive for that you don't need extra. That's not what I'm saying. I just don't want you to pour that on to your kids.
Okay, but remember how? You saw in my face, what do you mean? Like that was 100% real. It wasn't like I wasn't trying to do something.
He looked confused when you're like half.
He looked like what the hell?
I said I like that word. I like rocked with kind of a pride. Like
he almost asked you like you've never been.
Yeah,
you said no, nigga.
Yeah. Growing up, it felt like you were special because you were.
Oh, you were.
Another phrase, or at least if I asked my mom oh, I'm white, black, whatever, she'd be like, you're a harmony baby. Mm-hmm. Right? So she would be telling me you're here to bring people together because people can't hate you because you have more in common with two cultures than anybody else is gonna have. And so all these harmony babies, all these Heinz 57s, I've even heard that phrase before because Heinz 57 is so many different flavors in one. Is like a dipping sauce. Heinz 57 isn't really ketchup or anything. It's all the shit mixed in one.
Right. Never heard that term.
And so when it was half, all of that was from a positive light. And that's my truth. That's it. So that's what I'm saying. That's my truth. So that day when it was like, and then my girl or my wife, she was like 100% feeling how you felt. Right. Like that it was derogatory.
I felt bad once I saw the passion that your wife had with it. Because
it's gonna be a long night.
Well, yeah, because you could tell it's one of those things where
my nigga been through it. He handles his. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I believe that you guys do a really good job of respecting the fact that you have difference of opinions. But the way you just explained it now, way better than you did that night. By the way,
I mean,
so I'm glad you got to collect and we got to talk about some things because this kind of made sense.
At the end of the day, it kind of depends on how it was delivered or where it's from.
Nope. I'm not talking about the phrase. The phrase is still problematic 100%.
I'm still like, but okay.
I get why.
I'm still good with half breed. Like, I'm not like, damn, if somebody's like, if somebody says, what's up, my boy? Or somebody say, boy, that's like two different boys, even though it's boy. So if somebody's like, oh, or, yo,
so you got a problem with boy,
I'm a half breed.
You would have a problem with boy, but not half breed.
If somebody
based
said,
off of tone is what he said.
Hey, boy, or something like that, that's different than
watch out, boy.
Or like, hey, bro, that's my boy. It's too different.
But no tone with half breed.
Half breed could have tone too.
Okay,
half bred.
I feel like there's certain words or phrases that it doesn't matter the tone, right? Like boy, and like you can tell. It's not the tone of boy, it's where it's placed, right? Like, watch out, boy.
Yeah, that's a fact.
It doesn't matter. It's like, oh, that's my boy. Watch out, boy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, that's a fact.
I get, and then same with half breed. I feel like it doesn't matter the tone. Like, if somebody would be like, oh, what up, half breed? I'd be like, nigga, what? You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
Even if they're like joking in a joking manner, it'd be like, well, you're comfortable to say that to me?
Yeah. So, but I mean, I guess ultimately you're mixed. So if you want to, if that's how you, if that's how you want to roll, then
I was doing the Google search. It says, what is the origin of the word half breed? It says entries linking to half breed, race, lineage, stock from the same percentage, originally of animals. 1500 or 1550s, from breed of persons from 1590s, the meaning kind species from 1580s, and then it said Old English, half Mexican, half something, and then it said, what does half breed mean in slang? It says, half-breed is a term now considered offensive, used to describe anyone who is mixed race. Although in the United States, it usually refers to people who are half Native American and half European. And remember that the night that we had the discussion, it was like only white and black.
No, we were just saying black. We just only heard it with black.
Yeah. We only heard it with black.
We were like, I haven't ever heard anybody else call this. But
I'm this. Now considered offensive. I'm the
equivalent? Is that like the equivalent of Asian people being called Oriental? Like they don't like it?
No.
Okay, I just was wondering.
Because I'm not Asian, so I can have no opinion whatsoever.
Right, I was going to say, I don't know, but I know.
Gotcha.
They used to sell Oriental ramen. They don't do that anymore because the word Oriental is offensive.
I do. I have.
So that's why I asked.
I've had a discussion with one of my partners, and they are not okay with it.
Yeah, and that's the thing is I don't know where that originates from or what, but I do know it used to be around. Now it's offensive.
Man, I was telling my daughter the other day, I was like, man, we used to have the blue pack. The blue pack was
the Oriental pack.
Yeah, and so I haven't been seeing it, so that makes 100%.
It's probably just a shrimp pack.
But
now.
To be fair, though,
something I don't know.
Yeah,
I understand that you guys. It's just now they have people in the spaces that get to say if something's inappropriate. That's why the things that are just now being offensive are offensive. Mm-hmm. It's because they're finally allowing them in the room. So you with the half breed, I don't know. I think I gotta let you rock.
Okay.
Even though you read 30 words beforehand that showed why it was inappropriate, you found one. This is it.
No,
here it goes right here. Okay, this is the winner. This is the winner here.
I found some more. There was this one though that plays into your point where it says half breed. It says in certain, especially Nazi racial theories, someone of mixed race. So anything from say it was in the Nazi origin would be if you're mixed race, it's bad. So half breed would be a derogatory term based off of this definition. There's also like a bunch of nouns that, so you could be half breed, cross, hybrid, hodgepodge, medley, mismatch, blend, combination.
Did they say
conglomeration?
Oreo?
No, mule, mutt, a melange, crossbreed. So in there, I would have probably pulled out the positive words. Like being a hybrid to me would make me feel special as a kid, right? Like you like, oh, I got superpowers because I'm mixed. Like nobody understands the power that's in. Like kind of like, so I always took it in a positive, and I think it's because of like how the loving my family was, that it was always came in a positive light of being mixed. So they didn't let me
get the negative.
Realize that it was maybe negative, like because they did such a good job of like making me feel like I was special and sent on this world to like bring people together.
Come together.
All right. I was just thinking like, so your mom said, ooh, let me pass some entitlement as the white side. And then your dad said, ooh, let me pass some strength and power. And then you don't have to worry. And this is the crazy part, is like, that's ultimately what should be happening. Like, is that how this is supposed to work out? And then everybody's just become equal since you don't treat nobody poorly. Then we just roll with it and everyone grows.
Well, hold up. Okay, I believe that the way the U.S. is going to look like in 100 years from now is going to be more and more mixed, more and more blend. I believe the melting pot theory.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So at some point, in certain places where people are allowed to be free and find out who they love and stuff, it's going to naturally mix. There's more and more mixed kids every day.
I agree. That's why everyone hates us. That's why everyone hates America, and that's why it seems like we're so idiotic and chaotic. It's because we're the only space that like lightweight allows everybody to be whoever they are, even if it's just a small version of yourself. Mm-hmm. No other country do you really get to do that.
Right. Even if it's something people don't like.
Right.
And that's the problem. Is they don't like it.
Right. Exactly. So I do think that like, but I'm also a person that believes in world peace. But that's why.
Yeah. Okay.
Because you can be okay with being called a half breed.
Yeah.
Be all right.
I just heard a hey hybrid.
I just heard. He said. You know that's why Lotto changed her name to Lotto?
Huh?
Because it used to be mulatto, and she started to, like, people let her know the term was not supportive of her. Mm. So then she just went by Lotto. That's why she's Big Lotto.
Dang, that's wild. And mulatto's a bad word, too?
I mean, it's just usually, it was another racial driven term.
Because somebody
didn't know like that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a grandson, he's a mulatto. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can't lie. I don't know where.
Why are you always doing that? You fucking mulattoes.
Yeah, like you don't know.
I don't know the.
So
the
that's what I was. That night, I was just so interested in where the negativity came from, and I guess I'm kind of. I get it, but
I don't want to say I was shocked too. I guess I hadn't thought about it like that deep. But like once you think about it, and once I thought of any experience or time that somebody had said it, it wasn't like your wife said. It wasn't a term of endearment or to pick them up. You know what I'm saying? It was just like explaining them, like either like cracking a joke or in somewhat of a negative form.
That's fair. I will say that I am now making sure you understand that what I have learned is it's not fair for me to fight your fight bigger than you when you're the one that's mixed, because I'm not. Mm-hmm. So I probably shouldn't even have made it a bigger deal, if I'm being honest. So my bad.
That's what we need. Can we get a handshake or something?
No, because in that mix, it sounds like it's a problem. It's not. I just, in reality, what I think is like, even when it comes to the N word, I don't like that white people are the ones that get to tell us it's inappropriate. Right. I feel like it's our word to use.
I hate that. That's like one of my biggest pet peeves, and I say it a lot. Just not even on purpose, And, but like you could tell, like people are like, you say that a lot. Okay, nigga, what's your problem?
Yeah, and I do think it's a problem when white people say it. So why, just because I'm the black side, I don't get to really stand against or for it. I got to roll with whatever you decide. I gave you the information. That's all I'm supposed to do.
Yeah. It's a good ass outlook.
It was a good thought. Oh, yeah.
Let us know. Yeah, let us know in the comments what you think. Also, that that conversation outside of the parking garage, we stood there for like an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah, I couldn't feel my feet. I was worried about driving home because it was after midnight.
She's black. She's as black as night.
That's crazy. I'm the perfect complexion.
You are. You look like
very
milk
brown
chocolate.
Okay, I'll take it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not like a Hershey bar, but if like you were like melted down,
like peanut butter,
you know, cocoa,
I don't know.
Almond butter, not almond butter.
I'm khaki.
She said, "Look at me."
Khaki.
I'm khaki.
You just start calling me khaki from here
khaki
on.
Kale.
Yeah,
khaki Kale.
Khaki Kale, straight as an arrow.
What do you know about colorism?
I got heavy quick. Woo!
Can a mixed person can't claim colorism? Can they?
Why? I think hell yeah.
Because isn't colorism definite? Like where they would be only casting mixed people and calling them black, and not casting black actors because they're too black to be seen on TV. Colorism is like discrimination against dark skin, and so it's less colorism the more you're going to.
It's basically light skins.
Light skins, yeah.
Well,
light skinned niggas can't be.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna look up the definition of colorism right now because I want to know, but that's not what you described. I think that is like Taraji. How Taraji? You guys heard about Taraji with
the whole pay.
Yeah, the pay thing and how she's getting upset, rightfully so, because she's not getting paid the same way that everybody else is getting paid. I do believe that there is a certain level to color that matters, but then I feel like it's the same thing with like in the black community. So I definitely think in Hollywood they do it. It's a problem, but we do it too. Like we're having a conversation.
If they saw us doing it to each other, why would that be?
Yeah, like I think that black people, if you're a certain level of light, you're getting picked on because you're too light. If you're darker, you're picked on because you're too dark. So I think that's colorism there.
Okay,
if that
qualifies.
Yeah. What about you?
I think that perspective that you said, like there's colorism in the black community, but then the colorism that's on the national scale, I feel is more lean towards just bringing in lighter black people to meet your diversity and inclusion, or to meet your, hey, we got a black person on the show, it's actually a mixed person, as opposed to seeing you're
saying for like hiring purposes, right?
Hiring Hollywood, just like when they're trying to present black people, they try to bring in like the milk chocolate. They don't bring in darkness Seal. Or whatever. Yeah, right. Seal's not the face of the.
Right. I think. I don't know, because it's kind of like the same thing in the black culture, besides like the hiring perspective, right? Like, do you accept them based off of, not accept them, but like you give, like she said, you don't get accepted, or it's a harder time to be light skinned in certain communities, and then you go to different communities. But in the black community, it's like you're ashamed to be, not ashamed, but it's like looked down upon to be mixed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, low key, I've had black cousins say half breed to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's just them being funny. They're not like trying to be hurtful, but it's like, so in that sense,
sucks.
Yeah, in that sense, I think it's like equal. Like colorism. It's in Hollywood compared to the black community.
No, I don't think it's equal, because we're not stopping each other from getting higher positions or getting jobbed. They're using colorism, and it's stopping people from getting to the bag. Like
the next,
Viola Davis, like if you look at what she's done, she's elite, but she's not paid to be elite. She has to be so top tier because she's dark skinned.
Yeah.
People don't be letting her just walk into any room.
Okay, the Oxford Language Dictionary, colorism: prejudice or discrimination against individuals with a dark skin tone, typically among people of the same ethnic or racial group. So based off that definition, a mixed person couldn't be like, damn, I get colorism. Because, you might be getting colorism towards the black community.
Unless there's somebody lighter than, like, if I was like your nephew.
Yeah.
He could get colorism, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Between us, because we're darker than that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So I think colorism is a problem. But I also think it's messed up that we we expect people to choose a side. Like in reality, like I have a mixed partner who helped me understand it. They do a great job of like, I'll make a comment and they're just like, it feels like people, if you want me to ask, am I black or white? And she'll say, I'm black and white. Like she's very clear every single time. And I'm like, why? And their answer is just because the world identifies me as black, it doesn't mean I need to disrespect my mom like that.
Yeah.
Or just because the world identifies as the other side doesn't mean I need to disrespect the other parent. Yeah. So that part makes me go, And
I agree with that. Like, don't disrespect the white side of your family. But it pisses me off when white people will be like, oh, I'm black. They'll be like, barely. You know, that makes me mad because then I've just recently started doing okay, let me ask you a question. And they're like, they're giggling. I'm like, if I rob your purse and I run down the street and the cops radio me in, are they saying we got a mixed guy running down the street, or are they saying we got a black male on, you know what I'm saying? And they just look at me and it's like, exactly. That's a fact. So I get the world looks at us like we're black, but you don't have to accept that. Right. It's a dope, dope little thing. Yeah. But that shit pisses me off. How you tell me I'm not black, nigga? I'll beat the dog shit out of you.
Yeah, I won't lie. I'd be lying if I didn't like say that. Even with my siblings, I have a real light skinned brother, and we used to make fun of him and be like, "Man, you ain't tough. You light skinned. Like you don't even got a scar on your face." But then once he got a scar, we were all like, "All right, bet you in there, boy."
So that boy got 3 shades darker.
But it wasn't fair. It wasn't fair. We used to just beat him up to make sure he could fight.
Right. But that's the thing is that was my point is like it's not like being light skinned is like looked down upon.
Yeah, you get weaponized a little bit from the community, but from the world you're like forced to be on some pedestal that you don't even get to receive or accept. Right. So yeah, that sucks.
Man, for episode 53?
I don't know.
Year 2, we in here.
All right, let me get my list.
You got a little list?
Well, I just want to make sure, because I had questions that I wanted to ask you guys before based off of our conversations that we had outside when it was freezing. But I got them all asked already, so I'm good.
Yeah, you good?
Yep.
It's been a real one.
It's been a real one.
I don't know if y'all noticed, we got some new chairs. We got some other shit coming. Stay tuned. Holiday season shit don't get delivered when it's supposed to.
Man, you would think they would put that in front of the toys, but no, they're like, we're getting the kids straight.
Yeah, no, fuck them kids. Santa's supposed to bring that.
Yeah.
Right?
Hilarious.
Goof ass Amazon. But I'm your host, Shane. Here with my co-host,
J. White, the Fi Guy. Remember to spend less than you make and invest the rest.
Oh,
I like that.
Okay.
And my other co-host,
damn, we should have let you be last. I'm just Kel. I'm figuring it out, and hopefully, I'm gonna be able to drop some tools too. But I ain't got nothing like that.
Right.
So spend less than you making.
Spend less and stay blessed.
Yeah, stay blessed.
Yeah.
We appreciate you guys. Please make sure you comment, like, subscribe, share, all that. If you have a topic you want to hear us talk about, drop that in the comments. If you want to tell me I'm a bitch ass nigga, drop that in the comments.
That's crazy. Don't drop that in the comments because we're coming for your head.
It's just material. You know what I'm saying? Right. Drop that shit in the comments because I know you're sitting in your mama's basement dropping it. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Well, for me, I don't want you to drop none of that. Keep it all over there. So,
she said, "Stay positive."
Yeah. Well, because I know how far when it goes far, it goes. Boy.
Well, we appreciate you again. Make sure you tune in. We'll see you every week for the rest of the year. Huh?
Yep.
All right. We out.